Hi there, folks. It's Jonathan Denwood here from WP-Tonic. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about getting on other people's podcasts as an expert guest. It's a great way of promoting your membership website in 2024. I've done it myself. It's a really successful way of promoting your business. Got some great insights so you avoid some of the basic mistakes. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. I'm coming back, folks. So you're looking to get on to other people's podcasts in 2024. Great idea. I've done it myself, but I've also made some mistakes. I've learned from them, and I think I can share this experience with you so you avoid some of those mistakes and you get the results that you're looking for. Just to give you some quick background why you should listen to me about this particular subject. I have been running my own podcast for almost 8 years. On that particular podcast, we're up to 925 episodes at the time of the recording of this particular video. I also do another one that's up to 80 episodes. And both these shows are a mixture of in-house and interviews. So I have a lot of people approach me to come on the main show. And I think based on that, and plus me going on other people's podcasts, I can give you some great insights. So I think number one is I think you do initially have to do this yourself. I know if you've got the budget, there are a number of podcast agencies out there. And basically, what they do is that they will approach existing podcasts, and for you, they will contact these people or attempt to contact them and pitch on your behalf and work with you about booking a time that works with the podcast host and yourself. You can also go on the market and go to various like Fiverr, and there's other marketplaces, and there's a number of freelance individuals that specialize or say they specialize in helping you get on podcasts. And if you've got the budget, and there's various different prices, it seems attractive. I would strongly advise you not to do this initially. Why? You need some practical experience, and you need to get your pitching, your first attempt on pitching yourself to the type of podcast that you really want to get on that will make a real difference in the medium long term to your membership website will not be refined. Yes, some of the more experienced and slightly more expensive podcast agencies can help you in that process, or they should do, but you're dealing with a very diverse market with different quality levels, and it's not always linked to price. I've utilized in my own journey, about 4 to 5 podcasting agencies. I don't now do that myself. And when I was working with agencies, there was a very diverse standard of customer care, the amount of podcasts they could get you on, the kind of quality of the podcasts they got you on. This is why you need initially to do it yourself if you can, because you need to get a feel for the type of podcasts that work for you, and you need to refine your outreach and your pitch. Now, what do I mean by pitch? Well, you really need to develop a one-sheet pitching document that really has a nice picture of yourself, gives a decent bio, and gives some a short list. I wouldn't go more than 3, maximum 4 areas which you can talk about. I personally would focus on 2 to 3, maybe 3 is the happy medium, I think. And they should not be too diverse, but they should be around a core subject that you like talking about, but different angles, basically. Now, you also need to work out what type of podcasts that you want to go on, what kind of category of podcast. Obviously, they've got to be an interview show or a mixture of internal or interview, guest interview. If you are trying to pitch to a podcast, which is almost always either the person is speaking to the microphone or they have a co-host and they hardly ever get a guest to come on the show, you're going to have a problem. Also, any decent podcast worth going on is going to want to check you over. Now, some of them, the thing is, you should have some videos on YouTube where you're discussing certain topics that will be linked to the things that you want to discuss in the podcast. Um, if if you're pitching and you haven't done any podcast interviews, it's a bit like the chicken and the egg scenario. Um, the way to get over that, i.e., you've not done any interviews, there's a couple of ways. There's looking at who you are linked with in LinkedIn, who you know at all in your particular field. Do they run a podcast? Do they know you? Have they met you before? These people that you want to outreach to them first, right? Because you've got some kind of relationship with those people, and but you still want to get your pitch document, your 1-page PDF done. You can use Canva. Canva's a great tool to build this. So you want to do that. You want to have your pitch document, and then you want to write about 2 to 3 pitch emails. Have those written out. Work on them a little bit. They do not want to be that long. I really think 1 to 2 smallish paragraphs with the pitch document attached as well. Getting people's emails, the emails on their website, I personally think it's best to do initial outreach through LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media platform that they are seemingly regularly using, which is open for you to do outreach to them. I think that's the best medium, and keep it really short and sweet. And then if they reply, ask for their email if you don't have it, and then send them the pitch document with an extended 1 to 2 paragraphs about yourself. Also, just don't give up if you don't hear from them. Do follow through a couple of weeks after, even if you don't hear anything. People do get busy. They put your emails into a folder which they check every week when they've got a bit of spare time, and sometimes they forget. We're all human. So you do want to follow through if you don't hear from anybody, a particular person. Now, also, you really need to do some research about your target audience. Now, what I mean about that is it's not, you really need to build a persona for your ideal 1 to 2 clients for your business anyway. And this will really help enormously about which podcasts you actually approach to go on. I've written a really great article. You'll find the link in the description that goes into how to build a portfolio, how it's so important, and goes into a lot of other tips and tricks about getting on podcasts. Like I say, you'll find the link in the video description. I'm going to end the video here because I don't want it to become War and Peace. I think I'm giving you enough value so it's worthwhile looking at the article. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me, and it really encourages me to make more of these videos. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.